Hi, everybody. I wanted to get the word out there about our new Kickstarter. At the end of May, Indie PopCon is coming to Indianapolis, and we are trying to put up a couple of booths in their podcast alley. Head over to Kickstarter. You can go to tinyurl.com/nerdpopkick and check out what we have to offer for rewards, what all's going on, how much we need. We're most of the way to our goal already, but we'd love to have some more support and reach some stretch goals. So thank you for your support and your time, and we will talk to you real soon.
A word for our listeners. Masks of Nyarlathotep is set in the 1920s. We will be using terms and sayings from those times, including some that could be considered offensive. It is not our intention to offend. We merely wish to offer as accurate a view of the time period as possible. Welcome to the Nerds Domain presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. Join us each week as our investigators follow a path of clues and attempt to save the world from an ancient evil. Starring John Quiett, Jestin Kimmet, Shirley Niedzwiecki, George Chimples, Jason Hall, and Scott Troiano, with Matt Quiett running the table as keeper. Eldritch evils and crazed cultists await you just beyond this music.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. This is our third episode of the side quest adventure, and I'm going to hand it right over to George.
All right, I am running the game, and once again, in reverse order, let's go around and say our characters' names, starting with Scott.
I am Murakami Kosuke-san, the 28-year-old starting center fielder for the San Francisco Giants.
Nice. I am Sister Rosemary Espinoza of the convent that I can't remember, Sacred Heart High School, counselor, and right now terrified, running from big ugly bat things.
I am Father Tom O'Shaughnessy. I am the starting right fielder for the All Hallows Parish softball team. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm Lorne Cook. I'm the 62-year-old man with an assault rifle.
You're old.
And I'm playing Gordon Baird, the military IT guy with a shotgun.
The military IT guy.
Yeah. So, you guys are at the Guerrero Street, what do they call it? Guerrero Street Estates? Something like that.
Yes.
The old people home?
Old people.
No, it just sounds like
Guerrero Street Estates.
the Guerrero Street Estates, which is it's an apartment building. There's kind of a fenced-in, security pathway before you actually get into the apartment, which is sort of normal. You have to use a key to get in. It's about 8 stories high. There's 8 floors, which for this area is actually fairly tall. Buildings aren't very high in San Francisco because of the earthquakes. So most of them are there's a lot of 4 or 5 story things, but in this neighborhood, it's pretty good.
How old is the building? Is it earthquake safe? Did it have to be retrofitted, or is it?
It probably has to be retrofitted. This is probably an older building.
What floor is my apartment on?
Usually in the basement.
It's necessarily tick higher, since flying monsters don't typically start in basements.
That's good.
So you live your apartment. You actually have a nice furnished apartment. It's not like you're not in some dank basement that's really gross, but you're furnished, but you can get into the guts of the apartment without having to disturb anybody.
Okay, I have a question for you. My backstory states that there's a neighbor I'm slightly concerned about.
Correct.
He's had some oddly dressed fellows entering and exiting his room.
That's
Are
right.
they oddly dressed as in wearing yellow tatters?
No, they're people that don't really fit in with this neighborhood.
Okay.
One of them is actually an Asian woman who's rather gothy looking and wouldn't really kind of be in this neck of town normally. A police officer, who's been coming in and out, and you wouldn't expect that apartment to get. If it was a police officer coming in and out, you'd expect this person to be getting arrested. And then a couple of other people who are kind of a little grizzled. Not the usual people that would go into that apartment.
Okay.
Are there any other people milling about? Is this a interior building? Is it a U with balconies and?
It's interior. You get access you go through the front door. It's kind of glassed in. You go in, and then there's the stairways and
So there's
one kind of cruddy elevator that will go.
I'm thinking like, so not like Karate Kid. It was the U-shaped pool in the middle.
Kind of like a motel. No.
Okay, so
And this is just one straight up.
straight up building,
Yeah.
square blockish.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, perfect.
This person I am slightly concerned about. What floor does he live on?
4th.
Okay. All right, guys. I'll be right through this way. I'm down in the basement.
I'll follow you.
Nobody seems to be in the hallways when you come in.
And the power is out, so we're gonna take the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Flashlights.
Yeah. You know Lorne from. It's often quicker to go use the stairs than the elevator in this place. It's really crickety, and it's only really useful for like getting couches up to places and things like that. But otherwise, it's not worth taking it unless you're at the very top.
Guys, I feel safer now that we're inside a location, but I would like to check on the rest of the people in the apartment. Make sure.
I kind of want to take a surveillance.
Do you say this when we're in the building or when we're in your apartment?
Just as soon as we get into the building.
I would like to be able to be somewhere that we're secured in first.
Yeah, let's dump our
Okay,
stuff
yeah.
in your place, and then I will come help you.
You probably keep your key ring that gets access to everywhere in your apartment. You don't take that with you.
So, now let's get everybody in your place and settle. And then
I'll open the
do
door.
that.
Show them in.
Want to describe it?
It's I assume it'd be a studio apartment. Not very spacious. The single couch in the room can be pulled out into a bed. There's a modest-sized TV. It's definitely an analog TV.
Oh, I march right up to the TV and turn that sucker on. I want to get to a news channel.
There's no power in the city.
Oh, is there no power in the building?
No.
No.
I thought we had moved out of that area and into a
No.
powered area. Never mind
So
that.
far, the lights have been out.
Well, then I don't do that.
There's an
I just
easy
sit on the
chair.
couch.
There's a bookshelf with a few odds and ends books on it, mostly on repair stuff, fix it yourself sort of things.
Check my cell phone again. Signal.
Is there a bed?
But you're
The couch pulls out into the bed. Yes.
Selective.
And the chair itself, you can lean back in it. It's a nice little easy chair.
You are starting to run out of battery though.
Unfortunately, like I said, this isn't a very large place, so we don't have room for. Does the apartment have a generator?
No.
Does he? Do you have like an out? Does he have like an out balcony or anywhere that would open up to air?
No, he's in the basement. So this doesn't.
in the basement.
Although, no.
Are there any windows? I mean, like a half window sort of thing, like some. Basement?
Yeah, yours is actually because you're kind of like on the side of a hill. You actually have a weird diagonally shaped window that you can kind of see that. The left side of your room is at street level, or it is below street level. But then as the hill kind of goes down, you actually have this weird window where you're actually looking. It's not big enough to go through, but you can actually see. If you'd see people's feet going by, you actually see the sidewalk.
Okay.
How would we get out if there was a fire in the apartment? Was that
Probably
like-
the front
would all
door and
die.
the staircase.
So in the apartment is a death trap. That's something I'm going to take note of.
My wife lived in an apartment that was owned by a lawyer that was somewhat very similar to what he's describing.
Yeah.
That was not really zoned for it. Like, yeah, you kind of make
We
do with what you
shouldn't
can
really
do.
be living here.
But it's been fine for you've lived there for quite some time.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
What's
But if
something
the
that
staircase, but if the stairwell gets
Yeah, it's
buried
fine.
in an earthquake, we're screwed.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
If you have perishable food, please do not put it in the refrigerator. That way, what is in there can stay as cool as long as possible.
What we brought with us first.
Yep.
Or the perishable that we brought with us first. Then the order.
I got the tuna-fish sandwiches out of the cooler if anybody wants them.
Yeah,
I guess I'll take
Yeah,
I'll
that
eat.
sounds good.
So it's
It's
around
been a while.
10 now that we've
Yes.
taken
1:30, yeah. Between 10 and 11. So you guys all settle down and kind of have a meal.
Yeah.
Kind of rest and recuperate.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to try to eat kind of quickly so that way I can check on the other tenants.
You're gonna go check on the other tenants?
Yes, I want to
You're
make
gonna
sure.
leave the apartment?
No, I'm gonna leave my apartment. I'm not leaving the building.
Okay.
We are going to shut and lock the door behind you. Would you like to tell us a password that you can use to get back in?
The key?
Yeah, we have.
I would like that to stay here.
Give him one of the keys. You've got another one.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. But I think he means so that he doesn't open the door. We don't open the door and he shoots us. We've got the guns.
I'm also concerned that if you were to go upstairs and someone were to kill you and then take the key off your body,
They would be able to get into your
I see.
apartment.
I see.
What kind of word do you want?
do you know the Lord's Prayer?
This is us.
I don't know. Just watch out for bats. How about that?
Watch out for bats.
Yeah.
It's bad country.
So unless you say that, we're not going to open the door. It's not that I don't want to keep you out of your own apartment, but I don't want anything in here that doesn't need to be in here.
Sounds good.
I, the player, should write that word down.
Because you're gonna get to the door.
Guys, you still have those bats?
Marsupials! Kangaroos?
So watch out
Over
for
the
bats.
again,
Pigeons.
koalas!
Watch out for pigeons.
Yeah.
So now you're going to leave him your apartment key?
Yeah, I'll leave him the apartment key.
Okay, sounds
We'll
good.
take the ring of keys. Is there anybody else in the basement, or is
Hold
it just
on.
basically the one?
You're
Just
not
the-
going, are you?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not doing this
Well,
alone.
hold on.
I'm okay with him
Both
taking a
guns?
ring of keys that will take them forever to figure out which key goes to
Yeah.
this door.
Don't you think
That
one
makes
of you
sense.
should stay here to guard us?
I don't want to.
I got it. And then I'll pull out the knife and flip it in the air and catch it without looking, because I'm that good.
The thing is, like,
Right? Me
it's
and
like a freaking pickup line. It's so stupid.
me and
What, flipping a knife is a pickup line?
I got this.
When you-
Oh my God, my finger!
Exactly.
I would say that your character probably actually, with your past, has used that as a pickup line in this.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
You've
See?
he's a
Priest.
priest.
See?
So
Nope.
He wasn't always a priest.
Well, no, it's a
okay,
priest. Did you notice the part where the priest was hot wiring cars?
teenage years, I guess.
Yeah. So
Checkered past.
myself and Mr. Murakami, I'm sure, can handle anything that might come this way. I mean, he is.
And I do the bat thing like he did with the knife. I'm like,
You're
you're like
like,
the air, and I'm like,
oh my God!
Drum major?
He is the leadoff hitter for the Giants. I mean, if anybody's gonna be good enough for the bat, it's gonna be him. And you got to bat yourself,
Okay.
Then you're still dressed impeccably.
of course.
I'm going to try to sit somewhere that might not soil my suit. I'm not saying that this is a filthy apartment. I'm just saying.
Is it a filthy apartment?
It
Is
is
it
not a filthy apartment.
Okay.
It's
But
a well-lived in-
the
It is a
couch and the
well-lived in.
chair are well used.
They are.
Cool
It's a
friend
little
over
broken
there.
down. I've probably slept on it as a couch instead of pulling it out into bed more often than pulling it down as a bed.
Okay.
That's not sloppy. That's good. So, okay, so Mr. Baird and Mr. Cook are going to go investigate the rest of the apartment.
So what's the situation here?
I was like,
Do we have a stairwell to go up?
Yeah.
So, is the stairwell cut off from each floor?
Maybe cut off.
Well, like, is there a door between the stairs and the hallway with the apartments?
Yeah.
So it doesn't just open up on every floor.
Yeah, I mean, there's a door for each
Okay.
each hallway, each floor.
Okay. So 2 things. You have a master key on apartment, correct?
yes.
Okay. Good. Second thing, I vote that we actually check the roof first, and
Is he a
then work
sewer?
our way back down. Yes.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
You
He's
mean
like, he's just a creepy dude that collects keys to everybody else's apartment.
He's both.
Now, when
Okay.
you say check the roof first, you mean the top floor apartment, right? Not the actual roof. Because I'm not going up there.
Well,
No, I don't. I'm not opening that door. I don't have a key for that.
yes, you do.
No.
You're full of shit.
Give me a persuade or a fast talk, depending.
His apartment had to say superintendent.
Give me a fast talk.
Nope.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
I'm like, I can't get up.
Is there a window, any way to see what's going on out there? For all you know, your tenants have gathered up on the roof.
What we've seen out on the road, they're not going to be there now.
How about if we listen at the door first?
We could listen at the door.
Okay. So we make our way quietly. I would like to kind of take a listen at every door as we go past it. But
for the hallways?
The hallway door.
For the hallway, the hallways into the apartment areas.
Are you both doing this?
Yeah.
Give me listen check.
Hey, that I did.
You don't hear anything when you get up. When you're going from the what?
Oh,
Give me a listen check. You don't hear anything.
Well, no, so as you're going up, well, maybe you would hear something that wasn't there. So
Successfully heard nothing.
you're going up. You don't hear anything in the hallways as you're going up. When you get up to the roof, you're listening at the door.
Yes.
You're kind of like a cooing sound. Like,
A what?
cooing, like
Pigeons.
Am I the only one with the key to get onto the roof, or is this something that's general access?
Is there a roof garden up there that everybody can get to?
no, it's they don't let people up there usually. So people sneak up there and smoke and stuff.
Right. But generally speaking, the tenants shouldn't be out on the roof.
They shouldn't be out there. You sometimes yell at them, but it's clear some of them know how to jimmy the lock, and it's not a great lock.
I'm going to
so
check to make sure it is locked.
It's locked.
Okay.
The cooing sound, you guys have vision on them.
Yes, this is a
I'm just making sure, dude.
Yeah, there's
I didn't know if that was the sound the bat things make when they're happy.
That was full of terror. This is full of cooing. No,
Okay.
no, this is. I don't know.
Okay, I'm
It
sad.
seemed happy enough when it had the kid, and I didn't hear cooing.
Okay.
Do you want to go up there?
I kind of want to open the door just to see what's going on out there. Yes. Will you let me out there? Give me the one key. You can go back down the stairs.
You see, when that door's open, you're not going to be able to re-shut it. Maybe you let whatever's up. Maybe it does coo. I don't know what it does.
We have to know.
We don't have to know.
Yes, we need to know what's going on out there.
Don't do it.
Do I need a persuade check? Fast talk?
Go ahead and try persuade.
Yep. Wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty sure that's.
Yeah, 25. 11 over
Thanks.
25.
Alright, I'll let you up there. I'm not going up there. As soon as you get up there, I'm shut the door and locking it. Knock when
Well,
you're
I
ready
want
for
to
it.
crack the door like that. I mean, I want hands on the door ready to pull it shut again.
What are you expecting to see? With just a
Hopefully
crack?
nothing, but I'm gonna crack it and we're gonna go slow.
Are you a strong fella?
I'm strong enough.
Does the door have a handle on this side?
To open it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
like
assuming
a-
it pushes up, or does it push in, or how does this door open under a?
It's got a
Oh, it's one to walk in, sort of like just a
Yeah.
standard door.
So it's got a knob handle,
A knob
a
handle.
bar handle.
yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna unlock it. Then we'll step back when my rifle ready.
So open the door.
I crack it open very slightly. Does anything change?
No, the sound you hear a little kind of rustling because it makes a sound, but
Like-
you don't see anything outside.
Okay.
Through the crack, you just kind of see some gray fog.
Wait for a second. Push it a little farther.
Okay.
So
You're-
6 inches.
And you see a pigeon fly past.
Shut the door. Go ahead and lock it.
I relock it.
It's clear up there right now. Later, I kind of want to come back up and see if we can ascertain what's happening in the city.
Knowing that the kids can open this easily, could I try a locksmithing roll to see if I could secure it to where it's.
Yeah, you can break the key off in the.
He's all
Handle.
snap.
You do it?
You don't actually need to roll for that. You just do it.
Can you do it?
Yes, I do. I snapped the key in the lock.
Okay.
And a
Like-
lock there.
Like blatantly? Like
Oh yeah.
locking it
Yeah,
up?
he can't hide that.
No.
Okay. Like you jerk.
He just goes Snap!
Yeah. Fine.
Nothing good could come from that.
But now we can't see what's going on in the 360.
There's windows
No,
in
easily.
other apartments.
Easily. Is there an apartment with 360 degrees access to the view?
There are 2 penthouses.
It doesn't
One
matter.
on either side of the building.
All right, let's check
This
on
isn't
your
the kind
people.
of place with a penthouse.
Let's check on your people then.
We'll start on the 8th floor. Yeah, I'm going to try to.
How are you approaching
I
this?
assume not every
Military.
apartment's rented.
Hmm?
I'm assuming not every apartment is rented.
No. You're in kind of a state of flux where you've got a decent amount of vacancies where some people have been, as the neighborhood's been changing, some people are coming in, some people are moving, so yeah, not every
About what time is it? We've been moving for a while.
about 11 at night.
Every night. I'm just going to knock on the door.
You go through every single door as you go in.
The ones that are occupied, yeah.
You knock at a couple. You don't hear anything.
I'll try to call out to them.
You knock at one.
They don't answer.
Go away!
It's advised to stay safe. If anything happens,
I'm safe when you're not making noise. Now get out of here.
Is anyone injured inside?
No one's inside. Go away.
have you
Nice.
heard the news? Have you been out of your apartment today?
I've seen enough to know I shouldn't go outside my apartment. Neither should you.
Good. I'll
Fair
put
enough.
right on the next.
Okay, so on the 8th floor you don't.
Okay.
You're anyone else.
Are there I want to get a view of the city from up high, and this is as high as I think I can get at the moment.
Yeah,
Are
that's
there
fine. I'll
vacant apartments that I can get a 360?
Not a 360. You're gonna be able to see in one direction. So you're gonna be seeing looking north or south or something.
So on the 8th floor, there's one place I can. Is there?
You can go to a corner apartment to try and see two.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a vacant corner apartment right
Yeah.
now?
Is there, then I'll unlock the door.
So it's gonna be looking towards the south and to the east, south and to the west are your two views.
Okay.
All right. And it's still pretty foggy, but since you're high up enough, you can see. First, you see something you can sometimes see things moving in the fog that are bat-like.
I'm not standing blatantly in front of the
No.
window.
No. These aren't close. You just kind of, you can see kind of like part of a wing, part of a leg as it goes by.
As soon as I see even that, I'm going to step out of the apartment and get ready to shut the door.
You've also, before you do that, and when you look off into the distance, both ways, you can kind of see orange glows in the fog, which those could be sodium lights. They could also be large fires.
I'm sorry, sodium lights?
Like, that's, it's kind of like arc lights, like street lights. It could be
Okay.
the sign of power, or it could be the sign of
Fire.
the fire.
It would have to be a large fire to be constant. Is it it's not flickering?
No, it's pretty far up, just this glow. So, I mean, if you were to estimate, you'd say it's on the scale like miles away.
Okay. Which would then make it a very large fire if it were.
Yeah, and keep in mind also the fog's also going to reflect light backwards
Right.
and things like that. So you don't get the sense that it's like immediate or coming towards you, but it could be large. But it also could be a couple city blocks that actually have power still, or something like that too.
Do we have a showroom in this apartment?
Like a model apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have spare beds and things like that?
It's not that nice. It's just empty.
Okay.
It makes them look bigger, so people think they've got more space than they actually do.
It is worth a shot. Are you done looking out the window?
From this direction, yeah. If you can get me to look in the other two, I'd appreciate it.
You're on this floor.
Right. So I'm ready to proceed further.
I'm gonna make this go quickly.
Yeah.
You knock on a couple of different doors on the various floors as you're going down, and you do get some responses, and some people are like, no one seems interested in talking to you. One or two people poke their heads out and they're like, we're fine, but you need to keep it down. It is not safe. None of them seem to be able to work phones. All of them seem to be confused, and a lot of them are just like, we need to stay here until the army comes and takes care of us. This is not a good situation. You guys need to keep your heads down.
That's what I was hoping they would say. I was just concerned if somebody might be in their apartment and not have left within the time block. And
You don't hear. No one seems to be injured or hurt. Most of these people were already kind of in for the night or had gotten back in time. Some of them are very freaked out, but so are you.
Yeah. When we get down to the,
I want to ask these people, what exactly have they seen?
Some people describe what you saw. They saw
Roving bands?
saw some people moving down the streets. Some people and it seems to sync up with what you've seen, but some people describe things slightly different, where they talk about some people who were dancing and chanting and doing what you saw, but some people on their side are like, we saw some people and they had, their eyes peeled back almost, and some of them had their eyes looked like they were sealed shut, but their ears, and they were the ones who were looking for people, and they are the ones who were really freaked out. And some of them were like, I don't want to talk about it, but one or two are like, we saw them take people.
Off the street, or did they go into buildings?
Just off the street so far.
Okay. And yeah, once we're done with that.
Once we get down to the 4th floor.
Mm-hmm. One describes that he saw them blow yellow dust into someone's face. Okay. So you get to the 4th floor.
Are you going to warn me about this guy before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so you know, this guy's been acting a little weird. I think he's drug dealer. He's had a lot of strange people coming in and out of his apartment. He's been acting a little out of it.
Is he
I know
smiley?
how kids are. I might have been out of it in the past.
Does he smile a lot and not talk much?
He has recently. He used to say hi as he passed by, and lately he's just been kind of quiet.
Okay. I double check that my gun is ready.
I don't know if that'll be necessary. That seems a little drastic.
I'll tell you a story later.
Is this something I should know about before we knock on the man's door? Seems important.
A few days ago, the Coast Guard arrested some people, and there are really strange coincidences. The guys that they arrested were smiley and not very talkative. So,
has he been smiling? Has he been passing?
No, lately he's been
kind of
freaked out and paranoid and frowning.
Yeah,
not smiling.
He's kind of the opposite of smiling.
Okay, so
I'm gonna listen to his door before I knock on it.
You hear some static hissing, like a TV turned up to a fairly loud volume.
but there's no other power in the
Oh, sorry, yeah, there isn't. Never mind, you don't hear that.
Okay. I was jumping all kinds of conclusions.
Yeah.
Like, let's go get everybody else and
Retcon, you hear nothing.
Okay. We need to go to a different apartment.
Yeah. Go for it. Okay.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
No answer.
I'm gonna knock a little louder.
No answer.
Augustus, are you in there?
How loud do you say that?
Fairly loud.
From somewhere down the hall, someone yells, "Shut up!" Not from inside the apartment, though.
I indicate you should use the key.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Or check the door. Is it locked?
Yes.
I assume it would be.
Open or unlock it, and then I'll take the point.
I still don't know if that's quite necessary.
I won't shoot anybody, most likely.
I'll go ahead and unlock the door.
You enter the door. Immediately, there's an unpleasant smell. Putrid. And you notice that the window's open.
Back out now.
Yeah, the door's shut.
Okay.
It's locked.
You lock the door. You opened the door?
Yeah.
You didn't. When you opened the door, you saw there was the window open. You saw a chair facing the TV. You didn't see anything else. I mean, not in front of you.
Doesn't matter.
Augustus, are you in there?
No answer.
We've got to see if he's alright.
You're right. You should do that. That much at least. So proceed into the apartment slowly.
Go for it.
Yeah, I proceed. I proceed
first?
into the apartment slowly.
I'll follow afterwards.
The apartment's pretty spare. You look around, it's a studio style, so there's a bed, windows open. There's the chair and a table. In the chair is a corpse. Judging from the needle that's in the man's arm, he probably OD'd on something that's been dead for 2 or 3 days. He has that going on with one arm, and the other arm, he has his hands lying on a journal that looks like he finished writing in after he carved something into his arm. On the table in front of him is bags full of powder, pills, and what you recognize as weed.
What kind of windows are we talking about? Would it be noisy if I shut them?
You can try to do it quietly.
Alright, I would like to try and close the windows quietly.
Okay, it is closed.
Is the bathroom door open or shut?
It's open. No, it's just a bathroom. Nothing's in there. Except for a creature.
Surprise.
There's 12 dead prostitutes. No, there's nothing in there.
Wow. You don't have no pair of gloves, do you?
No.
I don't think the journal.
All right. It's clearly just it's leather bound. Written in his hand, he kind of trailed off. It's clear he basically died while writing it. As you pull it out. You got the journal. We're gonna start paging through it.
No, not here.
Okay.
There's other places for that. I'm also going to grab the bag of weed.
The weed, just the weed.
Just the weed.
I want to get a shot of the markings on his arm.
That's good.
Do I recognize any of the symbols from anything I've seen so far?
No, it's basically a slash with kind of points coming with other lines, shorter lines coming off of it, branching off of it.
Not the yellow sign.
It is not the it's not the sign. It's in spray paint in various places.
Were all the spray paints in yellow?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's wrong?
We would have passed through or by Japantown on the way to his apartment.
No.
I take it? Because we were
You're here. No, you were here.
Oh, okay.
You
I
went
thought we
here.
were here.
Japantown would be around here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought we were up here, and I'm like, oh!
No.
I was like, no.
You're more than,
Okay.
Okay. So you collect the weed, the journal. You collect any of the other drugs.
No, that's.
Okay.
Is there like a coffee table, like a low table?
Yeah.
Heavy?
No. I mean, you could probably move it.
Are you collecting? Why are you flipping it? Are you collecting the table?
No, I'm just like trying to hide the drugs without touching them.
Okay, yeah, so you can kind of turn it over and put them on top of the drugs.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
Should we? I'm going to. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah,
I was going to kind of snoop around, but no.
Yeah, we're done. I'm done here. Let's finish up and
Sure.
Yeah.
get back down there with the rest of the group.
I will make sure the door is locked.
Okay. So you guys go downstairs. Do you guys knock on the other doors? Or you guys go straight down?
No, I think we should continue checking on people.
The responses are similar. You notice that of the people that live here, most aren't here.
Okay.
But it's a Saturday, so that's not unusual. Right. But not a lot of people made it back to safety. There's not a ton of people here. And the ones that are very freaked out and very like, we're staying in here.
Yeah.
And stop making noise because we don't want people coming in here. You know.
Good. These are going to be smart enough not to be using phones in their windows and things.
Okay. So you guys come downstairs. You guys just open up the basement door to get back to your apartment?
Yeah.
Or
No,
call sign.
I'll knock on the door and say the blue bat flies it on.
Alright, these guys have been gone for about an hour.
I found the shotgun in his back room and I unloaded into him through the door. Because clearly that's not him.
Watch out for bats.
Yeah, we unlocked the door and let him in.
Okay.
So.
Are you just clutching a bag of weed and a journal?
Yep.
Okay, so he comes in with a bag of weed and a journal.
Okay, I'm going to kind of usher them in quickly and shut the door and lock.
Okay.
Well, I took care of the roof entrance.
Okay.
Everybody who's here is nice and safe. They know not to use lights in their windows. They know.
What?
They're safe.
Where'd you get the journal? Or the book and the marijuana?
Well, I've been a little worried about one of the tenants acting strangely lately, so we decided to check on him when he wasn't answering his door.
Mm-hmm.
We opened it. His window was open. He was dead.
Okay.
But he appeared to have died from a drug overdose, so that's fine.
I'm not sure if you're aware of this. Marijuana does not typically cause overdose death.
There were other drugs.
What
This
kind?
is. I'm gonna put the marijuana in my pocket at this point.
Sure.
Hold on. What other drugs?
Some sort of powdery stuff and some pills.
He
had a needle stuck
Can
in
you
his arm.
describe the powdery stuff?
It seemed powdery. It was
White and brown.
white and brown.
Does he give enough of a description that I have an idea of what it is?
Cocaine and heroin.
Okay, so not this other drug that's been.
And he was writing in the journal when he went out, and I figured this. I don't really know why I grabbed it. I just kind of
Can I see
grabbed
the
it.
journal?
Yeah.
I'm gonna page through and read what
Okay.
is written.
This is going to take a couple hours for you to go read through this journal.
Yeah.
And so the rest of you guys kind of camp out. And you guys try and sleep.
I'm going
Yeah, I'm
to
gonna take a nap on the couch.
I don't want to be the only one awake.
calm down a little and then sleep.
Mhm.
I will use a little of the marijuana and go to bed.
She's on the bed.
I'm on the couch.
That is the bed.
That's
You described a studio apartment with a pull-out couch.
You guys are guests. I'll just curl up on the floor. Actually, does the door open inward or outward?
Inward.
I am sleeping in front of the door.
if he is relaxing, I will join him.
All right.
And read the journal.
Yeah.
I periodically ask, what's it say?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, I'll read you guys a bit. I don't want to be the only one awake though.
What journal are you reading?
The dead man's journal.
And of course, you're going to start at the back.
No, I'm gonna start at the front. You gotta have the whole story.
You're
No,
not,
you read
you're
the
not going
last-
to open the last page where it
read
went,
the last
oh God,
page.
they're coming for
I was
me.
told it was gonna take a couple hours. I assumed that my character started.
When you look at the back pages, there's this big line drawn through it as he essentially, sees him die, and it's very cramped and tightly wound together, and so you're like, I can't. This is hard for me to read this handwriting. When you look to the front, you're like, it's much more loopy and clean.
Are any of them dated? I'm
No.
just wondering how long this was over a period of.
There's no dates, but he's, when it starts reading the opening pages, he's saying, this has been happening for a while, and I need to write it down in case, because people have started to go missing. And so he's writing.
And I'm just checking the last page so that it doesn't say something like, anybody that does that weed is going to die.
All right. So who all's taking a nap and who's staying awake? Please tell me I'm not the only one awake.
I am going to
napping.
sleep. I'm in the easy chair. I'm just
You're
gonna lay
awake?
back.
Yes.
Okay, so at least you and I are awake. Are you sleeping?
Yeah, I'm on the couch sleeping.
So I'm gonna start reading through the journal.
First, you guys are both are a little high at this point. That's not. No, I'm saying
Yeah.
Mr. Cook and Father Tom here, and that actually helps calm you down a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So that settles your nerves. The nap will also help settle some nerves. So, in a nutshell, you start reading it and you read snatches of it aloud because some of it's irrelevant or stupid. But the gist that you get is that Augustus Blank was in fact a drug dealer. And he noticed that a new drug had hit the streets.
Yeah.
And mostly he dealt in marijuana. And some pharmaceuticals, not really into the harder stuff. But he started hearing about this gold dust that had been people had started using, and it scared him. So he started looking into it, and he kind of encountered a few other people, and they all kind of joined together. There was a social worker, there was kind of this lady with some weird habits. She owned a bookstore that was involved with kind of some occult stuff. There was a cop.
You read that part out loud?
Yeah. I thought you were sleeping.
I am.
So this causes seizures, right? That's what I'm led to believe by my
It
information.
can.
Okay. There was no notification. How is this drug ingested? Is it smoked? Is it shot? Is it?
All kinds. People, it's since it's powdered form. Some people snort it. Some people inject it. Some people
Sprinkle it on food and.
no, they don't sprinkle it on food. But they don't like eat it like sugar or anything like that. But it's the same kind of ways that you do like heroin or cocaine.
Rub the gums with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So Alrighty.
It's linked to a group that they discovered was responsible for it called the Smiling South. So they were religious, some sort of doomsday cult. And they were actually able to find out where they were headquartered and steal some stuff from them. And they were freaked out. And they were debating about whether they should go to the authorities or not. The police officer tried to tell the superiors, and they told him, "You're nuts," and were threatening with suspension. So that was going that way. They just said it's some other drug. It's not linked to any cults. This is stupid.
Okay.
And then the social worker disappeared. Then the cop disappeared. And at this point, it was Augustus and Junko, who was the bookseller, that were left.
Okay.
And they were like, we need to figure out, we need to hide what we found. But we don't know what else we can do at this point. We need to survive. So he basically holed up in his apartment, bought some drugs, got freaked out, did a lot of them, but he thinks that he's seen an important symbol in his dreams that might hold the key to stopping them. But it's come into his visions, and it's not like the other signs that I see. This might be the seal. And then he says that, Junko, she's put the other things in a safe place. It's safe there. And then it gets more increasingly frenzied. He's like, I think I hear them. I can hear the bells. I can hear them. I'm not sleeping. And it gets increasingly paranoid and bizarre.
Does he describe the symbol?
Which symbol?
The one that he found that's the seal. The seal.
Junko.
Have you described what was in the book?
No. I'm saying in the journal. Does it say there?
No, it doesn't say in the journal.
Okay, so
I show the picture of the guy's arm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I guess find a pen and actually draw it all out.
Yeah.
Sure, it's not a difficult symbol to draw.
Does it say where the bookstore is?
No, he doesn't describe that.
Look around for.
He does say the name. That Junko is the name of the owner of the store.
And I imagine you're going to relay this to us when we wake up from our naps. I only want an hour or two.
Yeah. You missed it, but the name of the group is some sort of weird doomsday cult known as the Smiling Saffron that was dispensing this new drug in town called Gold Dust.
I've heard of the Saffron Collective.
You mentioned that?
Yeah, when you bring up the Smiling Saffron.
So I've been following this Gold Dust a little bit. I do a lot of drug counseling.
He says with a lit joint.
Helping people out.
It's been causing seizures, which I don't know if you saw the seizure victims at the stadium.
I did.
But now that I kind of connected that concerns me.
Well, nothing we can do for them now, but it's weird that they all went at the same time. Like, that's not normal.
What if this doomsday cult has a faith that...
Are you having this conversation after nap or?
No, you guys are still asleep.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. What if this doomsday cult has a faith, and that faith has a power? Those that follow Satan have been known to have power before.
Have I ever heard any weird reports about supernatural
None that you believe.
occurrences? None that are giving them credence.
No.
So, what if they have a faith and this drug ties into that, and that whatever happened tonight was a shared event, maybe? Does that make sense?
Oh, the theory, yeah, it makes for a great,
I know I'm all
Wow,
conspiracy
but-
theory, and I might be a little high. That's not the point. But, I mean, after today, something's going on. We saw a bat crow. I don't know how else to describe that.
True.
Was there anything else about the apartment that you noticed?
The guy had a lot of drugs, and other than that, it was practically the same apartment that we're in right now. Did what?
No, that was Matt. Sorry, that was
Okay.
Matt thinking out loud. Are you from this neighborhood?
No,
Do you frequent weird bookstores?
no.
I think this Junko might be another step if we have any interest in doing anything. But
He mentioned,
is that carved in his arm?
yes, it would clearly be carved into his arm from the picture I gave you.
Can I roll a cult on that to see if something like that was carved into an arm, if that would actually work?
Yeah.
I don't have a
Well, Cook said, Lorne said that he had seen a gothy Asian chick
Yeah,
coming in and out.
and that's clearly not the social worker or the cop, right? From the description. So
She
okay.
runs the occult bookstore,
A cold bookstore.
the creepy, weird bookstore that you mentioned.
Yeah.
So I think we need to wake Lorne up and see if he's got a local
Phone book.
phone book, since we can't access the internet.
I want to let them make sure they have enough time to at least get a little sleep. So we'll
It's taken us a couple hours. to
Oh,
get
that's
through
true.
this
Yeah,
trip.
yeah. So when we get done, I'm going to relay as much of that information as possible.
You mentioned when we were knocking on doors, someone mentioned that they seen that one of the cultists was blowing a yellow dust into people's faces too. There was one that would go out and inquire people, had said something about larger ears and pulled back skin from his eyes. Also,
Well, they had people with their ears and eyes sewn shut, and people with ears and eyes open.
Yeah.
Yes.
You might want to watch out for those. Did the journal seem like he's possibly might have already had the book? What book?
Junko has more information.
Oh,
When I
that's
hear
what I
Junko,
sorry.
does that ring a bell?
Oh yeah. She sells you your books.
Yeah. Okay. I know where the shop is.
Oh,
Well, that's convenient.
Where? Do we have a map handy?
No.
But we're
Is there a
probably
phone book
all
handy?
pretty familiar with neighborhoods at least.
Is there a phone book handy? It would have one.
Would you have a phone book?
Are you an internet person, Mr. 62-year-old in on that?
not really.
So you have
Japan
Yeah, I would have a phone book somewhere around.
Japantown's north of here.
Yeah, not too far.
Define not too far, like an hour or like
Half hour.
on foot. But it's north. Which
Do
is
you
where they
have
were
a
at.
car, or is it still at the stadium?
I don't have a car.
Well, no, driving is not an option. The roads are in no shape. What do you think, sister?
I believe with the father's skill, we could have a car.
I believe we need to do whatever's necessary to stop this evil.
I would feel safer with something over my head at all times. I would feel safer in a vehicle.
I
Even if it
believe
makes noise.
Mr. Baird has a baseball cap in his bag.
That is not the kind of protection
No,
I was
no.
talking about.
So if they were blowing the gold dust into people's faces,
Mhm.
would that cause the drug to be induced or to be ingested?
It's an incredibly inefficient way to do that.
So it might just be more for show.
Yeah. It could be. It could be they're trying to do it, but why not just run up and stab someone
With a
with a
needle.
syringe? It's kind of odd.
Does it sound like a religious practice for? I mean, this death cult. Have I heard about this death cult before?
No, you've heard of like saffron. You've heard of like saffron robes with, Buddhists would wear them, but you've never heard of like a Buddhist cult that would be doing anything like. I mean, Buddhism
No,
is
this is not at all like voodoo.
My question is, being that we would have had to take in some theology to learn about other religions and things like that. Would we have heard about hoodoo and voodoo or
absolutely.
and things like that?
Yes,
And the practices that they have. Of
absolutely.
blowing the
Because you might be
dust into
administering to people
people's-
who believe some of that stuff.
Right.
That might be
blowing the
people
dust into
administering.
people's faces during their
Yeah.
rituals.
And there's no saffron connection with the robes, etc. to Shinto at all.
No, not that you know.
Okay.
You're familiar. You've caught some words like doomsday cult and things like that, or lunatic cult, and you know there's There's actually a very famous doomsday cult in Japan, Shurinkyo? I can't pronounce it, but they were the ones who did the sarin attack in the subways.
Mm-hmm.
And they had some, and they were also, you've actually looked into this. This is something that was very scary to you when you were growing up and heard about it. They've tried to get Ebola and other kinds of diseases. So it's like there are certain kinds of cults you've heard of that go for mass poisonings or mass diseases or things of this nature. So it's perhaps this saffron cult is something of that nature.
I'm gonna go to my closet, open it up, get out a clean handkerchief.
Yes.
If we're going out, I'm going to put a handkerchief around my face. I have a couple other clean ones.
Honestly, the blowing the dust isn't going to do anything to you.
You have
Oh yeah,
you're
you're
like
right.
painting
Because,
and working in the attics and things, like, not attics, but insulation and things like that. So you can have.
Would I have more than one, or would I just have one?
You got three.
Oh.
Sometimes you have to hire other people.
But
Then I'm going to go for the stars look, and I'll take one.
I really
I will
don't.
hand it
I
over.
don't think that they're needed. But if you guys feel more comfortable, the drugs will be.
Yep.
Well, okay.
I have
Is it
one
total
extra.
of 3?
Yes, I have one extra.
I offer it to none. Turn it down.
I
And
trust
take
in the
it.
father.
What did you call him?
The father.
Did you call him the new father?
No.
No, I trust in the father.
Oh, trust in the father. Okay.
I'm gonna take a quick look outside. Is it still foggy?
Yeah.
Like worse or better or?
You don't have a good view from this level. You're kind of looking like right at the street.
Out of that
Yeah.
slanted window.
Yeah, you're kind of your neck and staring up against it.
We could go out on the roof all the way. That's right.
It seems foggy. You can't see much from your bench, but you can basically see across the street.
So nothing else. Was there anything else that you guys might have missed out on?
Quite possibly. You want to come and look?
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Who will be going to the bookstore with me?
We will all be going to the bookstore together. We're not splitting up. It's safety in numbers at this point.
I agree.
So I would rather go up and check out the gentleman that we got this information from. See if I can discern anything from there, and then we'll leave from there. We could take his car. Clearly, he won't be using it. We probably find keys on him. We don't have to hotwire anything.
I will wait here.
I would prefer to have you with us. Another strong arm to protect the lady.
I motioned that we should go and follow them up.
Okay. I'm going to follow the superintendent up since I have no idea where I'm going other than the fourth floor.
Leading back up to the room.
Everyone on the fourth floor?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Everyone go to the death trap? Awesome.
Well, the person that already died, that's fine.
So
I will unlock the door again.
Okay. It smells real bad in there.
is it the
I
same
should've
smell
warned you about that.
Oh my goodness.
As what?
as the
What is this smell?
bat?
I
Crow.
told you
No,
to take one
this
of
is
these.
actually.
This is a familiar, comforting.
You've been around
smell.
drug ODs before, and if they aren't found in a couple days, it's what it smells like.
So
You've actually smelled this.
he's probably
Wait, no.
defecated himself and
And begun to putrefy slightly. If it was warmer, it would smell really bad. If the window hadn't been open, it would smell horrible.
I'm
It
gonna
was just cold enough that
check the drugs, make sure that they are just heroin.
oh yeah, and you also find like a bunch of, there's a bunch of pills that you recognize. There's Vicodin, Percocet. Somehow he got them real quick, like a hardcore stash. It doesn't look that bad.
His arm.
It might help, You should probably take some with you.
Yeah. Hey guys, can you guys look for keys? I'll check him over, see if it's in his pockets. You guys, everybody take a look for keys.
All right. I will search for keys.
As they all start to turn around, I'm going to scoop some into my pocket.
Okay.
You're going to pick it up off the ground? And
Yeah.
pass it on?
Well, no, it's in the bag. Like it's not.
I have no problem with that.
Okay.
Guess what? Dirty pills and pills taste just the same when you're about to die.
So I mean, these are kind of separated like little like baggies and stuff. So you take like a little bit of everything.
What I know will knock me out.
Okay.
We'll make
You've
it
got
as painless as possible.
A lot of drugs.
That's fine.
Some blotter paper. You got.
Yeah.
You got.
I'm good.
You're good. Is anybody gonna try and stop this or look at this?
I'm watching him.
Even if I notice it out of the corner of my eye, I'm not going to do anything about it.
Okay.
This is the sort of situation where that.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of
Morality sort of
blatantly
goes
just
out
standing there holding the bag in front of me, watching him do it.
Do you do anything when he does it?
No, I just kind of cock my head and look at him.
Okay.
Do I notice her?
Oh yeah, I mean you're blatantly doing it, so.
There may come a point, sister, where death is preferable.
Well, when I hear that,
looks
little
on a
whispered
microphone.
sentence, turn around. Mouth with letters. What? WTF?
Well, I'm glad you have so little faith.
Are any of you searching his body?
I am.
Wasted.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Have
going to
drugs.
pocket the drugs and then
Yeah,
rub
some
it.
car
And
keys in his-
then roll the corpse.
there's some car keys in his befouled pants.
Boot to the loot. So I'll grab those. Yeah, I got the keys. But drug dealer, let's check for guns. Right? Drug dealers have guns.
Yes.
Sounds right.
Give me a spot hidden. Whoever's looking.
I'm not even sure I'm in the apartment anymore.
Yeah. 3 under.
Clearly he would hide them in the toilet. I will check
Yes.
the toilet out.
Actually,
You check the toilet out because that's actually in a sealed plastic bag in the toilet.
Oh, really?
Okay.
What's in
But you failed, so you don't think to look in the
I was looking
toilet.
in the bowl, not the. Not
Yeah.
the
Yeah, you were all like,
So he's like looking in the bowl. I'm like, "Are you gonna be okay?" And I just lift the bag and
Yeah.
pull it out.
when you
Exactly.
pull out.
Whatever is in a bag.
We're at a 9mm pistol, so whatever the stats are for the pistol one.
The 6 hour.
Yeah, that's fine. Same thing.
Do you have skill in that?
Does anyone?
I do.
I do.
The gun bunnies are like,
I found a pistol.
I got a gun.
I'll trade you the shotgun.
Sure.
Praise the Lord and best ammunition.
Yeah, how much ammunition do I have?
You got
You
this
know
thing. You
that
got a
song?
lot. It's probably so you take it out and check it. I think probably like 16 rounds.
Okay.
There's no other magazines.
So I'll hand it to you. It says 17, but yeah.
That's if it's one loaded in the chamber. Which
Okay.
This guy wouldn't have it like that.
Yeah, I hand it to you and I take the shotgun, I guess.
Okay.
I think we're good to go.
So you guys gonna wait until morning to go, or are you guys leaving now?
Headlights are only going to make it worse, but no headlights means driving in this fog is going to be terrible. So we might be better off waiting till morning.
What time is it?
Probably 1 by now? Or
Yeah.
2?
One.
Probably wait.
The longer we wait,
Oh no, you've been reading the journal. It's actually like 3 in the morning.
So
We've got like
We'll
3
wait for
hours
dawn.
maybe.
the longer we wait, the better the chance she's not going to be there.
What time does the fog usually clear?
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Thursday
time
is what
is
you're
dawn?
saying. Thursday.
What time is dawn?
It's in the summer, so 5:36.
So we've only got a couple hours.
I'm willing to wait for dawn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess we're going to go back to the apartment to go back to sleep.
Yeah, let
Yeah, so you guys have a nap.
Mr. Baird and I
Yeah.
take a nap while you guys watch.
Sounds like a plan.
So while you're sleeping, you guys hear another group pass down the street of jingling bells and hopping feet. You guys go up to the window to look, or do you guys stay a little away from the window?
No, I'm backing
No,
up
I'm
against the
staying way away
first
from the
wall,
window.
away
I'm
from
hoping
that
I had
window.
curtains drawn also.
I'm going to go poke my nose in the window.
Okay. You see a bunch of feet, but no one seems to catch notice of you.
Oh, Quentin Tarantino's dreams. Bunch of feet.
It is, yes. Quentin Tarantino's there. Love it. So you all sleep kind of restlessly, but you get a little bit. And 5:30, 6 o'clock, you start seeing a little bit of light come through the fog. It's still foggy, but looks like the sun's risen, so it might be time to go. Yep. And we can end there.
Awesome. So that will do us tonight for Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Gnarltep Side Quests. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter. You can go over to iTunes and give us a rating. And you can go to /loot and buy some of our shirts. We will talk to you real soon.